Going through a huge release cycle right now. Shedding away the layers of the old you. Shedding away the layers of yourself that are still rooted in fear and self-doubt. There's this process of removing self-doubt and removing the fact that you don't belong. You don't belong in your current reality. You don't belong in your dream future, dream life. You don't belong even liking the things that you like or doing the things you want to do. It's this shedding of doubt in yourself and imposter syndrome I'm seeing also in yourself. Wherever you are and where you want to go is exactly where you belong. So it can be two contradicting thoughts right there, right? Because wherever you are now may not be your dream reality, but you're like, okay, well, how do I belong then? Because this is exactly the moment of transmutation that will get you to that dream life. This is exactly the moment of the lesson, of the release that will get you to the level up. And it doesn't have to be in 10 years. It can be in 10 days. Time is an illusion. So cut time out of that, out of your vocabulary. It can be in 2 days. It's the moment, in this moment, that click, that transmutation within your psyche, the way you start seeing things and thinking about things, perceiving things. And your dream future is exactly where you belong. If you have a dream, that means it's written for you in the stars. That means the universe has written it out for you. It's destined to be if you have a dream. I have a dream. If you have a dream and you have that vision in your mind of where you belong, that house, that location, that type of look, that type of vibe, those types of people around you, that's where you belong. The journey is made for you to go where you belong. In the journey, there's a process of release, and that's what you're going through. Another major release cycle, another major death cycle. Like major death cycle, and you're probably like, I've been through numerous death cycles. What do you mean? Like, is there anything else to die off? Yes. There's so many layers of the psyche that need to die off for you to keep expanding. You have reached where you're at now. The past 5 years, it takes people 20, 30 years. So you're quantum leaping, you're accelerating, you're moving, but your goals and your dream and your vision is not like others. Your vision is bigger than that. So people who have this vision and it takes 30 years to get there and then they're satisfied, it takes you 5 years to get there. For them it takes 30, it takes you 5 years, and then you're like, okay, well, next. I'm not finished yet. We barely begun. We have barely begun. So, knowing this, know who you are, reclaim your power, and reclaim this understandings. You want more. It's not because you want more. Sure, you want more, but it's because you're destined to be more, not to have more. You're destined to be more. So keep breaking down these patterns, this psyche. The book Psycho-Cybernetics is popping up, so that may be relevant to somebody. Psycho-Cybernetics reframes and reprograms your mind. It's a great book. So you have layers within your psyche that you have to strip down and release through crying, through working out, moving your body, through screaming, sometimes through arguments with your loved ones. Because if you have a cycle of self-doubt, the way it can manifest into a relationship is that you're not standing up for yourself and you're not holding up strong boundaries because you don't believe you're worthy of those strong boundaries. Because you don't believe you're that girl. Self-doubt. So when you're not holding up boundaries and your partner is used to it, you're going to have to do a little escalation for him to be like, oh shit, she's actually serious about this. So, in these moments of crying, just keep crying. Cry it out. You don't have to understand what it is. And if you want to understand what it is, journal. If you don't, move your body. Take out a yoga mat. Just crawl up in a ball. Cry. Because this is your body. The tears are the cleaning solution. The tears are like the spray for your glasses, like the cleaning spray for your glasses. And then you just wipe it off, and then you can see clearly, okay? So, you're going through a major release. And it's a release of self-doubt, and it's so gorgeous because you're like, what do you mean? I've done so much work with self-doubt, so much work with self-confidence. I've came so far. But just because you came so far doesn't mean the journey is not finished. And that's the beautiful part. There's more to see. There's more to be. There's more to expand into. And the inspiration can come from others who have done that. Others who are living proof of the expansion, of the miracle. So don't stop where you're at now just because, it's like, oh, I've gotten so far. Like, I'm proud of myself. You're proud of yourself. That's good. But there's more to go. And this more to go is the ecstasy of life, knowing that life is not finished. It's never finished. There's always more to learn. There's always a new subject to pick up, to master. So if you feel, very important message, if you feel like you're living in the mundane, if you feel like your topics of interest before are not interesting anymore, if you feel like you're bored and you started something new and it was exciting before, but now it's not exciting anymore, that means that thing is not for you. That means that cycle has completed and it's time to pick up a new subject. And that's okay. Be a beginner, because once you understand the completion cycle is the same point as a beginning cycle, that's when life gets interesting, begins to start being more interesting. That's when you start becoming a master in so many things. It's not the point is not to become a master of one your whole life. That's boring. The point is to become a master of one, and when you become that master, you move on to another subject. And as the years go by, this is what you're doing. You're becoming a master of multiple things in multiple areas and multiple subjects in your life. And that's so exciting. So pick up a new hobby, pick up a new subject. It doesn't have to be boring. It does not have to be boring, and it should not be boring. And if you're bored right now, it's because you're not doing what needs to be done. What needs to be done is picking up something new. Pick up something new. Pick up something new, a new hobby, a new research project. Create a project and complete it. And you don't even have to complete it, which is great to complete things, but you don't have to complete it. Just pick up something new and create a project in your mind and be excited to wake up to work on that project. Yeah, this could be anything at all. Like, the world is your oyster. I love you so much. This is so exciting. You're walking into a brand new life. You're walking into life as a master, as someone to look up to, as someone who can teach, who can inspire, as someone who has done the work. And it's like you're holding the trophy in your hand. I love you. This is super exciting. All my personal sessions are on my website, Danya Divine. The link is in my bio. Send me a message on the contact form. That's the quickest way to reach me. I love you so much.